to Daily Spotlight with Teremi. This is a space where we talk about purpose, potential, and how you can turn your meaningful gifts that God has given you into something tangible that will impact the world. So, the question for you today is, if I were to remove the dates from the calendar, would last year look like this year? And is next year going to be looking like this year? Like same job, same conversation, same relationships, no expansion, same ideas on your phone, probably nothing much has really made the shift. Maybe you might have taken a few courses, you've learned one or two things, but have you implemented? Because this video is not a motivational video. This video today is basically diagnosis, helping you to reset. So stay with me. The real problem now is most professionals don't have capability problem. You were trained to go to work, you were trained to execute, you were trained to deliver, yes, and you were very damn good at it. But nobody ever taught you how to design your own growth. Nobody ever taught you how to monetize what you know, how to create leverage outside of your job, how to turn experience into opportunity for yourself. Also, that's why most people run from default setting year after year, only improving maybe in promotions at work, and that's it. Were you busy last year? Of course you were. Are you busy now? Of course, everyone is busy. But the real question is, are you busy building something that compounds for yourself? Because, has your network grown? Has your income sources grown? Did you meet more people, right? Like, what have you really done? Did your knowledge become something tangible? Being busy is what I'd like to say is not the same thing as being productive. And that's the mistake we want to fix here today. Now, pick 3 growth metrics that you want to improve on. It could be income, it could be strategic relationships, whatever that would be. You need to start to track that every month. Because if you don't measure, you usually would not be able to understand how to change it or how to move forward. Most professionals spend years becoming better employees, but they never position themselves to be better professionals in the marketplace. Your employer pays you for execution, but the marketplace will pay you for visibility, for leverage, and for the value that you provide. You could be the most talented person in the room and still struggle financially. If nobody knows you are in the room, then you need to fix it. Now, here are 3 questions you need to ask yourself today. What problems do I solve exceptionally well? Can I solve that problem outside of my employer? Who else in the world needs that problem solved? Because once you have the answers to these questions, you are discovering your spotlight. And your spotlight is where opportunities begin. Now, the reason number 3 is this. People consume more than they create. Let's be honest. You just listen to podcasts. You just probably watch webinars. You have read so many books. You have learned so many ideas, so much in your head at this point. What did you create with all the information that you have? Because information without implementation is just expensive entertainment. So we need to fix that. And I have a rule that I follow. For every hour I consume something, I spend another hour creating. Write a post, put together something that you learned that could be of value to somebody else. Teach it. You can discover an insight. You can turn it into a framework. Because creation is what turns knowledge into visibility. And that visibility is what will shift everything for you when you start to put yourself out there in the marketplace. Now, reason number 4 is basically because your experience never became an asset. And that's a mindset shift that many people need to have. You have years of experience. You have talents inside of you, industry knowledge that you've developed, the mistakes you have learned from, the problems you've solved instinctively. The thing is, most of this value actually sits in your head and not in your bank account. So every experience only becomes valuable when you start to see it as an asset and how you can monetize it. What do people come to you for? What processes do you naturally repeat, like very easily for you? What mistakes do you actually help others avoid? What do you constantly produce? Because therein lies your spotlight. And that spotlight is definitely monetizable. For so long, I carried the gift in me. I knew I was somebody who knew how to encourage people a lot. But I didn't know what to do with that. I just used to be that person that people come to, I pump them up. And even at some point, I've gotten questions from people. A friend of mine asked me, do you ever get down because they never see that side of me. They always see me as that person that is the go-to person, right? I'm always the one that has the idea and the solution to come up with and things like that. For the longest, I didn't know how to turn that gift into something meaningful until I got the vision in my mind to write my first book. That was when I realized that that gift could be something that people would use. And today I can tell you that even from my book, people have benefited so much. A French teacher who actually started a French tourism business because he read my book. So that encouragement I used to give in words in person, I actually translated that into a book, and he could read my voice from the book, and he decided to take action and implement it. Now, once you know that, you can start to figure out how you too can monetize your own spotlight, because everyone's spotlight is definitely monetizable. I like to use what I call the reset framework, RESET. Well, because once you understand why your years repeat, you can design a different one. The first one is R, review with honesty. Look back at the last year, not just what you have achieved, but what you said you would become. Now, elevate is the E. Elevate your identity. Before setting goals, ask yourself, who do I need to become to be able to achieve those goals? Identity drives your decisions, so change that identity and the goals start to follow effortlessly. Now, the S there is system. Build systems. You need to learn and start to build systems, because willpower actually fades. Systems is what endures. So choose 3 daily habits that you want to make your goals, that will make your goals inevitable. E is for exposure. You need to understand how you can increase your own exposure. Exposure to people and the minds that will help you to achieve what you need. It is strategy. People cannot hire you, recommend you, or collaborate with you if they don't know you exist. So you need to find a way to be in the right circle. Now, T is for tracking your momentum, measuring your progress, because progress actually compounds. And if you do not have a sustainable way of measuring it, you're not going to appreciate the leap that you've made. So if you know that you want to change your year, start with the next 30 days. Give yourself the permission to believe that it is doable. You don't need to reinvent anything. You just need one small shift that keeps compounding. For the first week, you can start with clarity. Define the skills that you want to monetize. Number 2, for week 2, start to package it into an offer, one solution, one problem at a time. And number 3, start to be visible. Tell people about it. Make that thing which you carry visible to others. And number 4, the 4th week, you start to execute, start to deliver it, improve, repeat, because you don't have to start from being perfect. You just need momentum to be able to go for what you know that God has placed in your heart to go for. So this gives you everything that you need to make your year different from the last one. Don't wait for permission to start building. That permission is the permission that you give yourself. If today's daily spotlight has shifted something for you, drop a comment, a word in the comments, busy or invisible or yes, just drop a comment. I read every single comment, and I'll be back with more to help you unlock what's already inside you. Until next time, keep building and keep shining.